Have you ever stared up at the moon on a clear night? It hangs there, a silent, brilliant companion to our world. It's been the subject of poetry, the driver of tides, and the ultimate destination for humanity's greatest adventure. Yet, have you noticed something odd? The people who walked on its surface, the brilliant minds at NASA who took us there, seem to have gone quiet. It's a strange and profound silence, one that hangs in the cosmic void just as surely as the moon itself. Why, after such a triumphant chapter in our history, does the conversation about our nearest celestial neighbor feel so muted, so distant? The silence itself tells a story. The silence is almost loud enough to hear. We live in an age of constant information, where every scientific discovery is broadcast across a dozen platforms in an instant. We get regular updates from rovers on Mars, breathtaking images from the James Webb Space Telescope peering into the dawn of time, and data from probes visiting distant asteroids. But the moon? It's often treated like a finished chapter, a place we've already been, a story already told. This perceived quiet from the very agency that conquered it leaves a vacuum, and human curiosity, as it always does, rushes in to fill the void with questions. Think about the sheer magnitude of the achievement. We sent human beings 250,000 miles through the vacuum of space to land on another world. We did it with technology less powerful than the smartphone in your pocket. It was a moment that united the planet in awe. You would think such a place would remain at the forefront of our exploratory spirit, a constant source of new missions, new discoveries, and new conversations. Instead, the dialogue has shifted, pivoted away from our glowing companion. This shift is so noticeable that it makes you wonder if it's a deliberate choice, a calculated redirection of public attention. The mystery deepens when you consider that the moon is right there. It's a geological and historical record of our solar system, just a 3-day trip away. It's a potential stepping stone to the rest of the cosmos, a laboratory for new technologies, and a platform for unparalleled astronomical observation. So why the relative radio silence? Why isn't NASA shouting from the rooftops about returning, about building a permanent base, about unlocking the secrets we only just began to scratch at over 50 years ago? Think about the sheer magnitude of the achievement. We sent human beings 250,000 miles through the vacuum of space to land on another world. We did it with technology less powerful than the smartphone in your pocket. The simplest answer, and often the most powerful force in the cosmos of human endeavor, is money. The Apollo program was astronomically expensive, consuming a significant percentage of the federal budget. Once the political goal of beating the Soviet Union was achieved, the justification for that level of spending evaporated. Public and political interest waned, and the funding was redirected to other priorities like the space shuttle program. In space exploration, budget reports can be as influential as rocket engines. This funding vacuum created the perfect breeding ground for conspiracy theories. When official explanations seem insufficient, human nature loves to invent its own. The idea that we never went to the moon at all is perhaps the most famous, but other, more intriguing theories suggest we found something there, something that made us stop going back. Did we encounter alien structures? Did we uncover a technology or a truth so profound that it had to be hidden from the public? These ideas, while lacking evidence, persist because they offer a more exciting explanation for the silence than a budget cut. Beyond budgets and conspiracies, there's the complex world of space politics. National priorities change. The Cold War ended, and with it the intense rivalry that propelled us to the moon. The scientific community itself began to look further afield. Mars, with its potential for past or present life, became the shiny new object of fascination. We have a fleet of rovers, Curiosity, Perseverance, orbiters, actively searching for signs of ancient life. Missions like the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, launched in 2009, have been quietly mapping the moon in stunning detail, revealing its topography, revealing its temperature and its resources. These missions are critical, but they rarely capture the public imagination like human footsteps. Despite the missions we've sent, the moon remains an object of profound mystery. For one, consider its origin. The leading theory is the giant impact hypothesis. A Mars-sized object slammed into a young Earth, and the debris eventually coalesced to form the moon. The precise chemical composition of the moon rocks brought back by Apollo doesn't perfectly match what this model predicts. For centuries, astronomers have reported brief flashes of light, localized color changes, and hazy patches on the lunar surface. Are these outgassing events? Are they meteorite impacts? Or are they something else entirely? But recent missions have confirmed water ice, hidden in permanently shadowed craters at the lunar poles. Lunar water could turn the moon into a vital resource depot. Some lunar maria have concentrations of mascons, that create gravitational anomalies. Seismometers left behind recorded that the moon rang like a bell for a long time, suggesting an unusual internal structure. The moon is a familiar stranger, holding its biggest secrets close. In the end, the moon still matters. It matters because it's part of our shared human story, the only other world we've set foot on, a monument to our curiosity and courage in the night sky. NASA's silence, whether budgets or shifting priorities, doesn't diminish that. It might even enhance it. Artemis aims to land the first woman and the first person of color on the lunar surface. This time, not just to plant a flag and leave, but to stay. The vision, a sustainable human presence, a base camp for science, a launch pad to the rest of the solar system. NASA's silence wasn't an end, just a long, deep breath before the next great leap. Watch what NASA and other space agencies do. Decisions made now will shape humanity's future in space for centuries. The perceived silence is an invitation to stay curious. The moon is waiting for our return. The story is far from over. Keep your eyes on the moon. Keep your eyes on our future.